cracks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand. Crazy mashups, ideas flow. Breaking molds, watch them grow.
What is up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to another Wednesday night. This week we got a new special guest, Mr. Pete himself. How's
Pete Spare Parts. Thanks for having me. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. How you been?
I'm great. I'm feeling good, and it's a pleasure to be with people who share the passion that we all do of Lego.
I've done more shady trades with Pete than anyone in the stream.
Yeah, that could be true. All at Brick Fair, Virginia, and it usually contains some sort of alcoholic consumption for plastic.
That's the best.
So he speaks the truth.
Hey, when there is a supply, there is a demand. And we got Caden in.
Just remind me tomorrow.
I'm here.
Hey, Caden, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man.
Snuck in last minute.
Everybody have a good week so far?
We'll look at this tomorrow.
Yeah, all good.
2-1.
All good. Did some skiing. Did some skiing on President's Weekend, and had a good time.
You went skiing?
Yes, sir.
Where you at up there? You're in New York, right?
Yeah, I'm in New York, but we went up to Massachusetts and skied the Berkshire Mountains, and just a quick little in and out, one day up and down, come back, and it was a nice day.
Caden, that's all you, isn't it?
Yeah, I went snowboarding this past weekend.
What part of Massachusetts?
Oh, where I was?
Yeah.
Great Barrington. Great Barrington.
Pretty country.
Oh yeah, real nice. Caden, where'd you go riding?
We went to Liberty. I'm down in Maryland, so our conditions are probably a lot worse off than yours are. But
All right, still the East Coast got hammered this year, so we're good.
yeah, I mean the only downside to our mountains is like a lot of times it turns into either mashed potato snow or ice. So like unless you're going out like the weekend we get it, you're not really getting fresh snow. But it was still nice to get out.
Sure. Yeah,
We do got some people in the chat already. Papa Trip says, "Hey, Bearded Brick friends, hope all is well and happy. I'm replay this week. Have a fun stream." I talked to Papa a lot this week. I've actually I bought one of the 25th Clone Wars anniversary minifigs without knowing, or the Star Wars without knowing I did, and now it's kind of making me want to get the other 4. So that might be something I'm doing, especially since I've got a video somewhat made, but a lot of people don't know this. I made my first Bricklink order from like 4 months. The base is pretty much, it's coming together actually really well. I've got a bunch of LEDs ran. I got some pictures to show later in the stream. Lego History Sam says, "Hey guys, how are you doing?" Andrew says, "I'm here now. I'm working on one of my mocks for Brick Universe." Hoarder 66 says, "Hello all." We got General Tron in the house. Fat Daddy Bricks. Tall Shorty says, "What is up, y'all?"
Talking about these figures?
Yeah.
There's 7.
I got 5s.
So you need 6 more.
Yeah. Well, I think I have is the droid pink?
QTKT, yeah.
That was like the Valentine's one that came with the droid set.
The like droid dress up set.
I think I have that one.
No. What QTKT came with the what's I want to say it came with the Rebel Speeder Battle Pack.
What's the most expensive one there?
Young Leia is the one that came with the droid builder thing.
Do you know what the most expensive one there is?
My guess was probably the Darth Malak.
Because that
That'd be
came
my
with
guess.
R2, right? And that was the $100 set.
Yeah, and then I know the Cal Kestis, the Star Destroyer for the Cal Kestis is retiring this year. And then I believe the Desert Skiff for the Nien Nub retired at the end of last year.
I may have to get those off of Bricklink like normal then. We do got Bubba Brix in the house says you guys going to play the game. Not tonight. I don't know. We couldn't really do it. Me and Pete talked about it last night. I don't think it would be possible to do on here.
Do what?
So Pete, well, I'll let Pete explain it if you wanna go ahead. Pete has a game he plays.
Let me turn my camera around. I'll show you what Richard's talking about. All right, so that is my game right there. That is Dungeon Labyrinth. This April, it'll be 3 years that it's been in existence. I built this thing to play with the kids at home, and it turned into what it is today. I have 2 versions of it. This is the medieval version, and then over here, I have the Star Wars version, which we're going to be playing this Sunday night. So it's pretty much the same layout, except it's Star Wars themed. And if I turn the lights on, I put lights on it so that when I go to Virginia and we do the Friday night light show, you guys would be able to see that. If I can get these lights to go on, but let me see here. Oh, yeah, there we go. There they are. So you got the detention block there. That's the ending. That's the end of the game. You have to get out the detention block, and it's all set up like the Tantive. You got the cantina down in here. So that's the second version. A lot of my players in the first year, they asked, why don't you do a Star Wars version? And I said, well, I could definitely try that. I think what they thought I was going to dismantle this board and create a Star Wars board, but I said, no, I can't do that. So like I said, this April is going to be 3 years I've been playing this game. I've been doing it on Whatnot. I do it with 2 cameras. I do it with an overhead camera and the camera that you see now. And the way it works is people come into the Whatnot stream and they'll purchase a figure. I build custom figures like these guys here. These are all like Star Wars themed for this Sunday's game. You buy a figure for $15, and that represents the little micro figure that you get over here. So this is like your backpack where you put all your stuff, and that little micro figure is what's going to go into the game. That represents your character. It's the right size and it fits. And basically what you do is you go around the board, you grab items. These are items that you put in your hand. And as you can see, the character has 2 little hands. So you can put up to 2 items in your hand, and the backpack holds 5 items. So you can carry up to 5 treasures or magic items. And these are the things that you can pick up at the beginning of the game. There's food that makes you go faster. The torches are for the dark rooms. The keys open up certain locks. So if you have a gold key, it opens up a gold lock. Gray key opens the gray lock. And obviously the weapons are to fight off monsters. Like there's a dragon in the center of the board there. You've got the Krang over there. There's ghosts, spiders, scorpions, and of course, the main monster of the game is the golden golem. So there's a certain treasure that's found in one of these boxes. It's a golden apple. If you find that, you get to control this golem, and it's basically like having a tank. Goes down the hall, and whatever it's in its path, it destroys. And there's good things in the boxes. There's bad things in the boxes. It's always safe to have either food or a weapon in case there's something bad in one of the boxes. And basically what I do because the people aren't here with me, is, like let's say it's George's turn. So I'll grab 2 of the dice, and George, I'll roll for you. And George, you got a 3, and then I'll move your character 1, 2, 3. So basically, when it's your turn, I'll roll the dice. You tell me what you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to grab or pick up. Want to open up one of the boxes, and depending on how many players in a smaller game, you would need to pick up 3 treasures, and you start here, and you need to get out at the exit here. On a bigger game, they need less treasures, like 2. And basically it's a pretty fair game. The mechanics of the game have been really good. They've been updated by the players in the last. I have a chat group that we discuss the game every week, and the game is definitely balanced out. And you never know. I mean, I've had people come in first time playing, winning the game, and then I have people who have won several games. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I guess I'll flip it around, and if anyone has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them if I can.
I'll say we got some people in the chat talking. Caden, Bubba Brix says, "What part of Maryland are you in?" He's in Sykesville, Carroll County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Glen Burnie-ish area in Anne Arundel County.
And then Tron was talking about the droid that is pink. He said it's that cancer remembrance for that one girl. I forgot her name. Sam said, "Hey, George, how's the Destroyer coming along?"
That's not funny, Sam. It's
You said it in the name. You said destroy in the name. That was... Tron said...
Is he talking about that big boat?
I don't know. I still have yet to see it.
What big
I'm working
boat?
on other floaty things for work, not Lego.
Caden and me have pumped out. I know Caden's got like 4 mocks down. I've at least got a quarter of one down, and George's technically I got a whole mock and taken apart.
Well, you can kind of see behind me the hill is actually starting to become a hill.
The mountain
is proving to be extremely make me want to rip my hair out, but we'll get there.
Well,
Tron
then
said,
you look like Richard.
Yeah. I mean, I already kind of look like Richard.
take it apart and rebuild it.
No.
Tron said, under normal circumstances, droids should not be pink. That's just my average opinion. Willie Boy Clip says the best game. Tron says interesting. Bubba Brick says a lot of fun. EMS says, hey, my Brickin fam. General Tron says D&D style game. Nice.
Thank you.
Z Deadpool said not to mention his stepson who corrects all the rules. I'm guessing that's him.
Yeah, that's my little ski buddy right there.
And Hoarder66 said, I grew up in Glen Burnie, or Glen Dirty, as they call it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live in Glen Burnie, but that's pretty much close enough. So,
yeah, I've Pete's another one of the people that I look forward to seeing every year at Brick Fair. I've never actually played his game, but I have watched people play it. Normally, he tells me what time to be there, and I always show up late. So,
big fan.
That's pretty accurate.
It sounds like Richard.
Doesn't make him a bad
Richard.
guy though.
usually I'm trying to fight Caden for room, but that that is another thing in its own.
Yeah.
All I got to say is it's very fitting that he rolled a 3 for my turn.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I if you want best of 3, George, I could be more than happy to roll again.
Nope. Raise hell, praise hell. Number 3 is the way to go.
All
So
right,
you've actually played the game at Brick Fair?
Say again?
No, the demonstration he just did.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know if you'd actually played at Brick Fair is what I was getting at.
No.
He's only been to Brick Fair once, and that still doesn't even count because he wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah. I have proof in his handwriting that he wasn't there.
Who was the George that we have the videos from then?
I'm not sure.
My evil twin.
It's probably, it's his stepdad. It's the one he went and got the goodie bags for.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. The things that George will never be able to live down.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope, no shot.
As the grandson says, but did you have fun? That's all
What
that matters.
Yeah, big time.
what's mine? Because we got Cadence. Cadence is the voice cracking.
Yeah, that's fair.
That'll
I
never be
don't know. I feel like nowadays people have kind of forgotten about that. There's like a very select circle that remembers that video.
I have it saved on YouTube for quick access.
I'm sure you do, George.
That's great.
I don't know. I feel like yours is just taking stuff apart.
Mine, you probably.
Especially because you'll post about it and be like, all right, so I rebuilt this thing, even though at Brick History said not to. I did it anyway. And you're like, oh, that's awesome.
I'm actually, like I said, I've got a couple pics to show at the end of the stream about what's going on with it because I was doing quite well with like the video process, but I became on hold when I was waiting for the LEDs.
Yeah.
LEDs came in last night. First thing I did was come down here and get Pete going. And once me and Pete found out how his like streaming setup was going to work, I started in, and it was one of those things that like before I knew it, it was like 10 o'clock. Haley come down here and she was like, look, you need to come upstairs. I was like, all right, no problem. Look at this. And like we started looking. And the next thing I knew, I was down here for like another 30 minutes. And I was like, all right, I have to go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I didn't get a stream invite till like 7:59?
No, I said last night.
Oh. So what happened tonight?
George was like, is Caden going to be here? And I was like, yeah. And I just thought that you could just come in. I totally forgot that.
You're not an admin.
Yeah, you're not an admin.
Well, isn't it? You said it was capped at 3 people.
It is.
So then you should just already know that I can't because
You would
you,
think
George,
so.
and
You would
Gene
think
are the
so.
only 3 that can have it.
You would think so.
I would, yeah. I forget common sense is not so common anymore.
Oh,
Whoa.
He did
burn.
not.
Completely
That sounds
unrelated.
like somebody in their 40s would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 40 at heart. Anybody got any Lego ostriches they're trying to get rid of?
Didn't we talk about that last
Lego ostrich that you can't have.
I wasn't here last week.
Oh, hey, we talked about Lego ostriches last week, I think.
Huh,
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Why do you need a Lego ostrich?
Well, actually, I need like 6 of them, but
Why?
for a vignette.
Were there ostriches in the Pacific?
There, I mean, well, ostrich family, yes.
What?
You have my attention.
Yeah, I think I don't know if this will do it for you, George. This minifigure hat is important. Yeah.
I know exactly where you're going.
Yep. That's gonna be the best vignette so far.
I don't know if I'll follow you, but I'm assuming it has something to do with Australia.
I mean, that's fine. You're old.
New Zealand.
You'll make it around one day. Yeah, now I just need to build a Ford patrol car from 1932.
You're gonna have to explain to him the Emu Wars.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He'll learn when it gets spoiled on his Instagram, just like everything else does.
When he goes to school, he'll learn.
Can you believe that George was asking about Atlanta, and he was like, did you end up spoiling Caden's mock?
Just goes to show that George doesn't actually look at our stories; he just clicks through them.
Yeah.
I do. I got a lot of stuff going on. I forgot.
What's crazy is I knew he was taking pictures. I didn't even think he did it, and then later, when I finally checked all my notifications and thought he had mentioned me in his story, I clicked on it. I was like, "This motherfucker!" Like,
You sat there and watched me do it, though.
I watched you take pictures. I didn't watch you post it.
What do you think I did?
Well, now I know that I'm not allowed to bring new stuff before I post it anymore. Not around you, at least.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
not that I'm mad at it, but
I'm going to be the one stopping you from releasing a new vignette.
no, that's fine. I will say though, that vignette as hyped as I was to post that vignette hit. I think it's at like 12K, which is kind of sick. We take those.
Tall Shorty said the emo war ? True Squadron said, what is up, Hoarder? Is anyone getting rid of any other light gray bricks? No.
Light gray. Wow.
Wolfpack said, "Do crabs think fish are flying?"
That's an interesting concept.
I mean,
Wow.
now my brain hurts.
That's a real make you thinker.
I mean,
And
well,
with crabs in the water, when they jump, isn't it like somebody jumping on the moon anyway? Like
can't
gravity.
crabs also float technically?
Crabs swim.
Yeah. So then they wouldn't. I
They
mean,
have flippers.
if they're on the bottom, then yeah, I guess it would maybe look like they're flying, but they can also do the same thing. So I can't see how. I'm too tired for a question like that. I can't.
Makes your head hurt.
Yeah,
It'll be okay, Caden.
that's like the windows and or what is it? Wheels and doors.
What?
You've never heard that? It was like 5 or 6 years ago. It was this massive thing. It was like, are there more wheels or doors in the world?
Oh, clearly. Wow, that's a good question.
And people were like going ape on that online because it was like, oh, you'd make the argument, but then somebody would bring up like, oh, or like you'd make the argument for doors, and then somebody would bring up like, the conveyor belts that are just all wheels.
Mm.
And then you're like, well, everyone always is like, okay, but a car has, 5 wheels and 5 doors. But, an 18-wheeler's got, maybe 6 doors if you include hatches, right? Plus however many tires or wheels.
Like I was thinking right there when you were talking, like that it would obviously have to be doors because of cabinets. But like, there's so many little things that consist of like little wheels.
Well,
Mhm.
and you got to think about that too, though. That every single drawer has those wheels that it runs on.
Yeah.
So,
Good point.
right, like this is the rabbit hole you go down with this question.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I like it.
Sam said, so you got to think of warships has doors but no wheels.
I mean, fair, but then you think about tanks and how many wheels tanks have.
Wait a minute. Warships do have wheels
They have
on the
steering wheel.
doors for latching them.
That is
yeah.
true. I mean, plus if you think about aircraft carriers, all the planes on the aircraft carriers have wheels.
Well, guys, this is what the rest of the stream is going to be. So
Doors and wheels.
How many of you guys were at Brick Fair, Virginia last year at 2025?
Everybody
One, two.
but Gene.
All right. Well, do you well, no, actually Richard, you did your Germany scene last year, but the year before you did your castle, right?
correct.
All right. Well, how many of you guys were there for 2024? I should rephrase that.
Me.
Okay. Well, do you remember this on Richard's mock? Let me turn my camera back around. You guys remember that sitting in the middle there?
Vaguely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is since you guys are talking about mocks. I mean, I had one right here. So that's my Balrog, and recently my Bricks and minifigures store. I had this set up in their store. I actually took it out of the store to display on Richard's mock down in Virginia because I thought it would look so great down on that thing. But so she felt bad. She lost it, and she goes and gives me this one. And I put them side by side, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being biased, but I really think mine came out better than the Lego one.
9
But
times
that-
out of 10, if someone builds anything, it's better than whatever Lego releases.
I'll say that's how mocks are supposed to work, right?
I mean, so I'm glad you guys said that because I look at them side by side, and I'm just like, it's got a really lame whip. They didn't give it the sword, and great, they made this great wall in the background, but I don't know.
I've seen Lord of the Rings so many times. I could tell you exactly what's wrong with that.
I mean, they gave it a good shot, but I don't know. I just figured I'd throw it out there, see what you guys
That's
thought.
kind of the standard process at Lego. They give it a good shot.
Yeah.
Bubba Brick says, I was there, Pete, and Tron said about 5 years ago, no, 7 years, just before the lockdown.
Crazy.
Oh boy.
And if you haven't been since the lockdown, you're missing a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful Balrog.
Thank you.
mean, like I
Anything
said,
Lord of
I've-
the Rings, and I'm in.
Yeah.
I've seen Lord of the Rings so many times. I could draw that thing from memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rich, should I give them a flyover of my my Lord of the Rings mock?
If you want.
I mean,
I'm just joking. I've actually never seen Lord of the Rings. They're just not paying attention.
Blasphemy. Oh, we're paying attention. We know you're screwing with us.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna roast me for not having seen movies from 1 billion years ago, but you haven't seen Lord of the Rings?
Which is also from 1 billion years ago.
You don't have any. You have zero power over me anymore.
all right, so there she is. This is above my desk.
Nice.
That is
And
beautiful.
it's not really a castle, it's more of a keep. But it's got every Lord of the Rings figure that you could possibly get your hands on. And I got enough Orakai there that
To buy a new car.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if I got rid of this whole mock, I could probably definitely get myself a new vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so much money on this board that I even care to even want to think about. But
Now, is this something you bought when it was all new, or is this stuff you're still like buying?
no, I'm pretty much. I mean, Rich, I'm pretty much done. I mean, other than like the new helmets that came out, like some of these guys in the front here have the new helmets, the Orakai helmets. Other than that, I've only just like, and this orc here has the new headpiece. I pretty much haven't added anything new to this other than just the modifications of the figures. Like this guy here's got the new helmet over here. And then you go to Brick Fair and you get these cool little custom signs, the dragon sign and the missing goat, things like that, the taters. You find cool stuff like that at Brick Fair, but honest, I mean, and this was my Fell Beast. I know that this is an actual Lego dragon, but I just felt like this is definitely closer than the Fell Beast that they gave us. And then you got all the OG archers up top there. And this thing is fully functional. I mean, I don't know if you could see down in there. This thing, it's not like blank in the inside. It's fully functional in there. And, it's funny. All my friends keep telling me you should bring this thing to Brick Fair, but I just fear the thought of like some kid coming by and scooping up a handful of my Orakai.
Yeah, I would be worried about that too.
Yeah, so I know you guys, you rope it off and there's people always around, but you know what? A couple of years back, I was walking around in there at 2 a.m. and I just thought to myself, wow, like nobody's stopping me. I could just grab a handful of things, and it just didn't sit right with me. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, this is what this. And just to give you perspective. So this all started with this one little corner piece here. My kids got this. It was a build at the Lego store, this one little corner piece. And both my girls got one. I put them on either side. And they said, Daddy, now you got to build a wall. You got to build a door. You got to build a castle. And the rest is history. And I've pretty much just taken over my children's Lego collection. And the rest is history.
That's what happens. It all starts with one little thing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, my kids, they were into Harry Potter, and now I have this on my wall. Just every Harry Potter ridiculousness that they ever made. But we love our kids, and whatever they want, they get. It's spoiled. But
Me and Kaden don't love our kids. We just self gluttony and Do it
Oh,
all.
I am still the kid, so I just love myself.
But thank you guys for letting me share that.
Pete, if it tells you anything, you could double Caden's age, and I think you're still older than him.
Wow. Wow.
Potentially.
See? Well, nothing wrong with. Well, Caden, am I allowed to ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Okay. Well, I
I'm
have
almost double his age.
I have a 26-year-old daughter, a 23, and a 22. I got 3 kids that are all around your age, so I can totally relate to you.
Yeah.
Our youngest one's 26.
Yeah. So it's a fun hobby that we all enjoy.
Well, when I got into it too, like, I'm constantly meeting AFOLs and even within my lug of people who like had it as a kid and then are getting back into it. But like I found the like community when I was probably 9 or 10. So I never really got out of it. So I've always just kind of been into it and have just gotten more and more into it over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I always joke, but it's a lot different when you have adult money.
Oh yeah.
Adult money is the best.
Bro,
I
I love
Except
love
for the
comparing
bills.
my first
a hobby, it becomes an addiction.
I love comparing my first mock that I did on a lawnmower, for my neighborhood salary to my like salaried career and the difference in the mocks. Also the difference of being, 12 and being 24.
Yeah.
But so
I mean, I wish that like there's so many people that I know in the community that are my age or around my age that have been in the community for so long.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish there's a huge part of me that wishes I would have been there for it. But at the same time, like, I mean, would I be doing the same thing? Like,
right.
I don't know. Everybody has, taken Lego sets and built them differently or made their own mock per se.
Yeah.
I've always done it. I'm sure, everyone in here has probably always done it.
Mm-hmm. Well, after looking at my Lord of the Rings mock and, going to my first Brick Fair convention and seeing the mocks that are built there, that's really what humbled me. Like guys like Richard, I look at the mocks that he's done in the last few years and it's like, how could I even think to bring my little silly 4-plated mock to a show like that when he's building stuff of his caliber? Kudos to him because like that just really humbles me, lets me realize there's always somebody that's better. Somebody always can build it bigger too.
Yeah.
Everything I build is just inspired by Caden. Caden inspires me.
Well, it's interesting too because like, I'm building these massive things too, but at the shows, like I'm not gonna lie, where I find like the coolest techniques to like bring home and apply to my stuff is always in like the smallest builds.
Mm-hmm.
What I think is funny to like that I found the most I think we've said it before, and I know that me and Caden have talked about it, but like if you ever want to do something really cool and you and like me and Caden, for instance, we can go walking around and we can look at other people's mocks and there will be something that me and him may have taken 2 weeks to figure out how we were going to make it work. And somebody has done it and made it work a lot easier with like a lot more simpler of a technique.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've always thought is really cool is anytime that you think you have something there, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I will honestly say, and Caden was there. I know that Caden has not been on since we've been back from Atlanta, but I don't believe Atlanta has it. I don't know.
As what?
Like just like the caliber of mocks that you see at like Brick Fair.
Yeah.
Atlanta does not have.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I think Atlanta is like it's become a large enough show to pull stuff like Empire Lug and things like that, but outside of that, it's like local people and Lego Masters.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I got from that. I mean, it was a fun show, don't get me wrong, and like depending on how Brick Fair goes this year, I might keep Sugarloaf built and take it to Atlanta next year.
I think Atlanta has great potential. It's just not there yet. It's not stapled its name down.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that, Rich, because I asked a bunch of the AFOLs, and I'm like, "So, what'd you guys think?" All the guys that went down there, and I go, "Does it stand up to Virginia?" And they're like, "It's good. It's a good show, but it's just not the mock bills that we see in Virginia."
yeah, it definitely does not stand up to Virginia or Chicago.
I think the other thing has to do with the fact that a lot of us have gotten relationships from Brick Fair.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's that. I mean, I wouldn't have known Pete if it wasn't for Brick Fair. I wouldn't have known Caden if it wasn't for Brick Fair.
Mhm.
So stuff that comes into play like that, it's a lot of
Yeah.
people take stuff like that into consideration, and it's not just the caliber of mocks; it's the relationships that are built there.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, perfect example. Perfect example. 2 years ago, this guy by the name of Russ, he came over to my table, and he started to play the game, and he never left. I've had him for 2 years now. He came over, sat down, and he never left. and he's probably he's got one of the most. He's probably got the highest ranks of wins in my game. He's definitely up there. But he literally walked over from Brick Fair, Virginia. Walked over, sat down, and he played every game that I had live, and he's been with me on Whatnot ever since. So you're absolutely right, Rich. That the relationships that we make with the people here is just it's uncanny and unmatched.
Yeah.
I think I have more fun just catching up and hanging out with people than actually playing.
Well, that's
It's nice to have a place to go back to, like you guys have said in the past.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it. At Brick Fair, I didn't have to worry about. I mean, not Brick Fair. At Atlanta BrickCon, I didn't have to worry about somebody asking me how many pieces something was, how long it took me, how much money it costs, or like fighting off kids because my guns were not in hands correctly.
No, honestly, it's stressful at World War Brick. Been master of ceremonies the last couple of years, but those 3 days is probably the most fun I've ever had at Lego shows. So it's constantly busy, something going on.
Yeah.
You do
Putting
it
out
well, though.
fires, hanging out with that goofy guy.
Yeah. And Cameron and Colton and
Cameron
Griffin.
and Colton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss that this year.
Yeah. Me too.
I need to actually go to a World War Brick.
Well, it's not happening this year, so. But no, I mean, I definitely agree. Like, I think that's one of the reasons. Like, I mean, I've been going to Brick Fair Chantilly for over a decade now, and like, that's definitely one of the reasons why I'm like so biased towards that show because
Since you were 6 years old?
yeah, pretty much. But like, I've gotten so much out of that show outside of just the Lego, and like. I mean, every year, one of the biggest upsides for that show is getting to see my group of friends that we only ever get to see at Brick Fair.
We can do something to kind of get some people in trouble. Maybe who's your favorite person that you look forward to seeing there?
My favorite person I look forward to seeing there?
Yeah.
Feels like a trap.
Yeah, that's a loaded question, bro.
I mean, I don't even know. Like all the guys. I mean, it's probably
somebody watching it now. Like, why didn't Caden say me?
Nah, it's honestly right now. It's probably Robbie. Like Robbie's just super chill. I mean, now that Cameron's coming, like Cameron has just become my show second because he came to Atlanta with me. He's coming to Chicago with me. So, like, I'm just kind of dragging Cameron everywhere now, which is great because him and I can just, like, hang out.
Me and Cameron
outside of Lego. What?
Me and Cameron were trying to have fun at Atlanta BrickCon after, like, you left. Yeah. And, like, we didn't get halfway across the place, and they just, like, shut off all the lights. And, like, they just, like, I mean, they kept them off forever. And I was really like, there's no point in just being here.
Yeah. Well, that was what? That was Saturday night after the dinner. Yeah. At that point, I was like, I'm so tired. I'm going to bed. I've seen enough World of Lights. Half the stuff here will probably be at another show. But I
always feel like people use shows like that as like the test to see how something works to take it to somewhere bigger, like Brick Fair or Chicago.
Yeah, which I mean is fair. Like I did that with Mount Yay. Like I took it to the tiny little library show. That was like, I mean, it was literally a 3-hour show. It took me 2 hours to set it up, and then another 2 hours to tear it down. Like not worth it at all. But it gave me a pretty good idea before I drove it to World War Brick. And then George watched me unpack it and set it up and pack it back in.
Connor said Atlanta needs the 5 days like VA.
I honestly, I don't know though, because
That's a lot of days.
I mean, Virginia's great for 5 days because there's stuff going on all 5 days.
Pete, you've been put on the spot. Somebody said, "Who's your favorite person to see?"
Oh, at Brick Fair.
Yeah.
Oh
Don't say
man.
Richard.
Well, can you at least break it down to like category, or
Yeah.
does it have
Male,
to get?
male, female.
Oh no, it's clearly a male. Clearly a male.
Well, as long as it's not Richard, it's fine.
Oh.
It's not me.
Yeah, but you know what, Rich, you're like definitely top 3. I gotta say, because of what you bring and what I watch you all year build it. It's like, you know, it's like you're building a cake, and I just can't wait to eat it. So, you know, when I get down there and I see you, I'm like, oh boy, here it is. Like here it is in full scale size, and it just blows me away every year what you're able to accomplish. So yeah, I gotta say it. He's definitely one of my faves. I mean, but like you, Caden, and George, I actually, believe it or not, I go down there to see my friends. I go down there to see the Lego dudes that I hang out with. I have chat groups with my gamers. I have chat groups with just, you know, Lego people. And I mean, just to give you a perspective of what this game has done. I mean, I've got a guy who plays this game. He's been playing for 3 years. He comes from Canada. He comes down to Brick Fair just to play the game, hang out with you guys. They come from Texas. One came from Texas and stayed with me last year. Florida. I mean, all over the country, they're coming in where, you know, I thought we were cool just playing on Whatnot, and now they want to play it live. They want to roll their own dice. And the banter between each of them when we play, it just makes my whole trip just to hang out with them all.
Yeah.
I think the favorite, like when it comes to seeing somebody favorite there, like I look forward to a lot of people, but I always feel like I could never say favorite because it changes. Like last year was cool, but like I guess the big thing of last year was finally meeting George. I mean, each year it's something different. There's people that I enjoy seeing. One of my favorite people that I always love to see is Victor from Eclipse Graphics. Him and his family, like I love them. They're hilarious. I always have fun when I'm around. I always think it's hilarious to just watch them all get asked every question under the sun, and then again and again. That stuff is, I mean, those are 3 people that I've always enjoyed being there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bought a shit ton of armor from Victor and put it on my game pieces. Oh my god, they loved them. They absolutely. I think I sold more game pieces with Victor's armor on my guys than anything.
I need to. Me and Victor were like joking. He wants me to do another castle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you not winning that time you had the castle, I don't blame you for being salty, man. Because which one won? Which one won it? That it was.
I was only salty because a micro build beat me.
That's what I mean. Like it shouldn't happen.
I heard about that for months after that year.
Caden is the reason why I lost. Caden rigs the system somehow.
No, I won't rig any. Well, I didn't rig that year. I mean, I didn't rig this past year either.
Y'all heard it. George was a witness. Gene was a witness. He said I didn't rig it that year.
I mean, I don't know if we can count me getting my lug and my entire circle the vote count as rigging.
That it is rigging.
That's rigging.
Yeah, but like you guys couldn't feel the pain coming from Richard in his Instagram videos as he destroyed it. Like you could just feel the.
that was not pain. I promise you that. That was pure happiness.
I was there. I was there in person. He was the happiest he'd been all weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was so glad I didn't have to pack that damn thing back up and bring it back. That being my first like major build like it was, that I learned so much on what not to do and how to do and like how to connect things that I really enjoyed tearing that apart.
Mm.
Like it was worth every bit of it. Andrew said we'll get to meet him at Brick Universe this year. That is true. Matt Carr said, "Where's World War Brick?" Seen some videos of that, but wasn't sure where it was actually at.
Matt Carr is that's my buddy from Canada.
It's been held at Minneapolis at Brickmania's GHQ for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But they're taking a break from it this year. And then hopefully it comes back next year. Hopefully I vote for Minneapolis, but they were talking about doing one in California. But in the past, they've been to California to do one. They did one in
Connecticut.
Yeah. In Hartford, maybe.
Yep.
And then they used to do like 4 a year, but that was back 2000.
Like Anaheim, Minnesota, and Hartford.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like trying to promote 4 of those.
It's a lot of work. That's why they're taking a break this year.
Yeah. I hope they come back to Minnesota. I don't know how much I'd be psyched to go all the way across the country.
I
don't think it's across the country that's the problem. It's that it's in California.
Well, I mean, it's both. Like, it's a longer flight. It's more, more everything. More expensive to stay.
What time of year do they have it in Minnesota?
It's usually in like June.
Yeah.
In the summertime?
Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend before
Brick World.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah. Okay.
Is when we typically do it.
That was fun the first year when I did both. Jesus Christ.
I think you and Sam both did World War Brick in Chicago that year.
Me, Sam, Dale, other Sam, Amanda. There were a bunch of us. And then like Slam, Dan, and a bunch of people came by, I think Saturday. The Andreases, they both came on Saturday. Yeah, that was fun. Just be interesting to go back this year. Going back this year with smaller stuff, but also flying.
I want to do Chicago.
Then do it. Come this year. Me and Cameron are going.
Y'all got a place to stay?
The two of us do, yeah.
Exactly. See?
There are other places you can stay.
Yeah, but what is the point of me? You're talking another like what, $1,500-$1,600 trip?
I don't know. My trip's practically free.
Exactly.
There's some really beautiful overpasses in Chicago you could stay under.
That's what I'm saying.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got options. I just hear a lot of complaining.
Oh my God.
I have no desire to go to Brick World Chicago. It sounds cool and all, but it's Chicago and there's a lot of people.
Yeah,
I want to go once.
What about the Philly one, guys? You guys gonna go to Philly?
Philly.
Brick Fair?
Yeah, there's supposed to be something going on in Philly this year.
The Brick Fair Oaks.
I think that's what it is.
He did it for the first time last year. It went pretty well. If Brick Fair Chantilly doesn't happen this year, I might make the effort to go up to that one.
Yeah, that one's in November, I believe.
Yeah,
that was my thing.
November.
If Chantilly doesn't happen, for me to just fly to Chicago and not bring anything.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, so no mock, Rich? You just go down there and chill?
Yeah, because that's when it becomes all the money. Like if I have to take the mock, I have to rent a truck pretty much.
Or you just build something small.
Well, you could, but
remember who you're talking to, Caden.
Yeah, I don't think he builds in that scale.
Small.
I don't either. But I also just took 14 builds to Atlanta, so
He cut out for a minute there. It sounded almost like Caden told Richard to bring something small.
Yeah, no, you heard him right, Gene. You heard him right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was cutting out.
Yeah, but Caden, you bringing 14 mocks is equivalent to 2 base plates.
No, it's like 5 base plates.
Nah.
Yeah, that whole layout, 100%.
What
Caden,
size
you-
base plates we talking about?
48s.
Okay.
I mean, all 14 builds covered. What was I on? 2 8-foots and
Yeah,
easily.
it is
could have
not
been
2 8-foot tables. There is so much space, and I will get Cameron in here right now.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
I will
will
get
post the
Cameron in
picture.
here right now.
Nah.
You could have fit George's boats on the table with your mocks, and
Nah.
there would have still been room.
No shot. No shot. Yeah, they don't encompass the full depth of the table, but each individual build laid out next to each other still took up 816 linear feet.
That 816 linear feet, and I had a 16-foot long single mock.
Yeah.
I remember I had to mark space for it. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was actually 13 feet when you registered it, and then you showed up at Brick Fair and needed 16 feet.
Well,
And then you made Eric drive to Home Depot and build his own riser to go behind
make
the
Eric
table.
drive to Home Depot and do anything.
He did.
Yeah, because his tables.
No, he went to make the riser because originally he was supposed to be on the corner.
He was on the corner. The only reason he moved was because of the table.
You came all the way down in the corner.
Yeah, but remember, I left. What's his face have the space for the B-17?
Correct. However, you're
Pull
13
down.
feet. You're 13 feet. Both you and him were supposed to be on that long side, and then you needed more space, so he no longer fit there. So he had to move, which is why he built the thing with the wood from Home Depot.
I don't know about all that.
It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Mommy.
Yeah, it's my turn on the Xbox.
Wow.
Kids, we're gonna have to send you to separate corners of the house.
That's fine.
Can't play nice.
We'll send him back to Castle. I'll stay in military.
It'll be all right.
We'll be all right. Actually, no, you're going in Star Wars, so I don't even care.
So, question for you guys, because I barely know you, but do you guys have at your houses like gigantic mocks built that are permanent that just stay there 24/7, 365?
Gigantic mocks, no. I
No.
do all the like smaller vignette style builds that I do keep those. Most of those are like meant to display custom figs and things like that.
Mhm.
But big builds like the one behind me that I'm working on, that'll go to all of its shows and then it'll get torn down and recycled into the next one.
Gotcha.
And our big thing is Bricklink store, and we have a gigantic collection of Lego parts that we really don't want to keep here. We want people to take them away.
Gotcha.
Yeah, say I primarily build military vehicles and stuff, and I keep a majority of them together. They're not very big, but like right now, I'm working on a roughly 14.5-foot long Arleigh Burke destroyer. And as soon as I get it done, it's going to find a permanent house at somebody else's location.
Wow.
It
Okay.
will not fit here.
You can put it in my basement.
I could.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll go to GHQ in Minneapolis and stay there
There you go.
temporarily.
Yeah, as a backup, just in case.
The reason I ask is because every around the holidays I build my Christmas table, and right now I've got it on. I think my straightaway is about a 13-foot straightaway, but it's huge and it's in my dining room. But I can't keep it there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we put a winter village every year and have to take it down. But the last 2 years it's changed, and it's probably going to change again.
Yeah.
Yeah. My winter village goes on the ping pong table in the living room next to the Christmas tree.
That's a decent sized mock. That's a decent sized table.
And then gets taken down. I have a photography backdrop that's white, so I lay that over it and then build the track and lay all the buildings and stuff in.
Okay.
And then that gets torn down and at the kind of culmination of the season every year, puts in bins, then gets stored down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person in here that doesn't do anything like Christmas was.
It's just because you're not as cool as the rest of us.
Yeah, but bro, the Battle of the Bulge was intense. The things you did with snow, like I can't even get close to that on my Christmas village.
I'll just sell you the bulge that's still together, and you can put it in the village.
Oh my God.
You should
I'm
have
gonna
kept that as a Christmas village.
I'm gonna hide the elves in the defilation holes that you've made.
There you go. There was a build. I don't remember what year it was. I think it was 2023. Either 2023 or 2024. But my buddy Zach in Nova Lug, they had a collab, and it was Nazi Germany versus the North Pole.
Oh God!
Oh,
And so-
was that where like the gingerbread tanks and everything?
So
That
it was a,
Hilarious.
it was a
boring.
massive like winter mock, and it was like a Panzer division attacking a bridge, and the bridge was defended by elves with machine guns and like gingerbread men and like snowman, abominable snowman tank. It was actually kind of funny.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well, that's the last helmet done.
What'd you do, Django? Is that a Django?
Yeah. It's
That's not the right color. Should be green.
Do what?
What?
What'd you say?
He said it should be green.
I said it's not the right color. It should be green.
You mean like that one?
Yeah, like that one.
I think it's me and George were just talking about it before we actually went live. I think like this right here is prime example of like Lego capitalizing on like everything. They come out with the exact same set, the exact
Different
same
color.
pieces in 3 different colors,
Yeah.
and just they sell every single one of them.
I'm
Green
surprised
one.
we don't have a pre-Vizsla one yet.
Well,
Or,
if you look at the Cody or the Rex Cody and all the Mandalorian eye like sockets are all the same build. The top
Yeah.
of the helmet changes when it goes to Rex to show the design, but the Phase 1 and all of the other Mandos are pretty much the same.
You know it would be an amazing helmet for them to make, but you know they never will.
Grievous.
No, I mean they'll probably make that, but Griff Halloran. You know who I'm talking about? Griff Halloran. That's the pilot with the skull on the face.
Oh yeah.
It's a TIE pilot with the skull on the
Oh,
face.
yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would
They'll
be,
never do it though.
no. See, that's when you find somebody who's taken the TIE pilot helmet and they make a custom one. You just brick bolt it or
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody wants to touch the TIE fighter helmet because how expensive it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think someone said that thing's up to like $400 or something.
it checks out.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know if George and Richard, I don't know if either of you are in the whatever Johnny Discord with the Lando stuff in there, but
I am not.
he's
in
got
the-
a Jeep driver with a printed parts pack, and then I'm guessing we'll have instructions for Iwas's Willie's Jeep. I'm kind of hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie. I do have one of PBL's Jeeps, but I mean,
You have the Jeep that I gave you, right?
I do.
So I wonder what the difference of that build versus what theirs is going to be.
I mean, theirs is going to be made of Lego, whereas the one from PBL is made of like magic and sorcery. The fact that thing is together is insane. Like every time I pick it up, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this should not work.
Have you built one of their tanks yet besides the Sherman?
No. I built the Sherman that I got from him at Brick Fair, and then the 5 that he sent me for Sugarloaf were sent built. So I didn't even have to build them, which is great because I have to tie thread around them to put all the tank tracks on for armor, which is going to be a pain in the ass. So it's one less step I got to do.
You need to build like one of the Leopard.
The Leopard.
The Leopard.
Isn't that a German tank?
Yeah.
Why would I have a German tank?
I'm just saying you should build it to see how it is.
I see. You going to send me one for me to build?
Like even the so the Panther,
Another
like
German tank.
prototype Panther.
Yeah.
This thing is like they put it together. And every clutch power is like it's on its minimal crisp. Like it is not. you don't do anything with this but set it down somewhere and look at it.
Yeah.
That is beautiful, and I really wish I would have got in on those.
You know, it's even cooler than having that.
Two of them.
Since you and Gene are such nerds.
He's probably got one in green.
He's got
Probably.
No, I don't have one in green, but I have the full custom printed.
Of course you do. Why not?
I can't make out what that is, Rich. What is that? Like a what?
So-
What's it?
So this is
Oh,
a German Panther tank from the factory before
Yep.
they were painted. This is how they looked when they were assembled. This is the train car that they were shipped on.
oh man, that is beautiful. That looks a little wider than a standard train car, though. What's the width on that? What are those wood planks width? Are those eights?
Yeah.
Oh, those are eights.
And then two plates each side. One
But
plate each side.
it's into scale with what the tank is.
Wow, that's
It's still
gorgeous.
beautiful.
I need this right here is the only reason why I've ever thought about buying a like one or two train train pieces like the railings or whatever. What are they called? Because I know one's called like straight, one's curved. What is the actual train track?
Track.
Tracks?
Lego
Tracks?
calls it track.
Yeah.
What is the Lego rail then?
No, the rail is the monorail.
The old timey like
9-volt monorail.
So is there two
Yeah.
different versions of the train tracks?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
the 9-volt and there's the plastic.
I did not know that.
You
I
don't
thought
need
about
you don't
buying-
need the 9-volt, Rich. If you're just going to display your trains on it, just get the plastic ones. You can buy them at Lego. They're real cheap.
Yeah, you can get like a curve pack, straight pack, flexible pack. Like I don't know, it used to be like $10 for a bunch of them, but it's probably more than that now.
somebody put the plastic straight track on our Fight Club list.
Why?
And I was like, what the hell are you people, bro? I want to go back in and screenshot what our list was, and I'm going to send it to you, Richard, because it is hilarious. And I want you to see if you can pick out which parts are my problem.
This is the first year where I honestly like. I was like, I did it. I spent the money, but I was like, I don't think I can use much of this for anything because I already have. So, I'm doing the Star Wars mock. Then there's the other mock that I'm doing along with this one. I'm doing one next year that's already like cemented down, but I won't have to have any parts for it except for like the custom minifigs and stuff. All the parts I believe I should have, and if I don't have them, I don't need like a massive quantity of them.
Yeah.
I know like my order. I think it's just going to be stuff that gets put in bins.
Yeah. My orders, it's pretty nice.
Hoarder said you can use that sticky metal strip and put it on your plastic tracks and use 9-volt.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, but
Like it wouldn't be very effective.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work as well.
After a while, the connectivity sucks on them.
Yeah.
Nothing beats.
I just want it to purely display this.
Yeah. Just get like 3 pieces of straight track.
Mhm.
Just regular Lego straight track.
Yeah, that's all he needs. I'll send you some, Rich. I got boxes and boxes of it.
Say, I've
But
got a couple custom locomotives just sitting on straight tracks
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
bookshelves.
Caden, did you see this?
An airplane?
The Spitfire
I did not.
or the Curtis?
Also don't.
Oh, Rich, zoom in. I need to zoom in and see that. Oh, come on. Look at that thing. You don't have a Corsair, do you?
Not built.
Oh, man. That's sweet.
PBL done a Corsair?
No, it's Brick Mania.
Oh. Now, I will say, if PBL does a Corsair, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's the
Or I'll
one.
just tell
That-
I'm going to do a vignette with it, and he'll send me one.
That
This
and
is
Tiger
the-
Shark.
this right
You need
here,
a Tiger Shark.
This is the only thing I've ever built by PBL that I'm like, this thing's a brick.
Is it
It's
the Valentine?
This is the
Or the
Churchill.
Cromwell? Oh, the Churchill.
It's It's solid.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beaut.
I mean, the Shermans that he sent me were I think he took the cannons off, but aside from that, they survived the shipping, and they were shipped pretty interestingly. But they also survived the TSA through Atlanta. So
Yeah, that's a beautiful tank.
Oh, George, I forgot to show you.
Oh, is that from Brick Love?
No, this is from Eclipse Graphics. It says Fig Life.
That's awesome. That is badass.
should have got one that said Big Boat.
Big
And
boat would have been
then-
cool.
I went on a rampage and bought.
You bought every.
You bought all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to quit buying Fallout stuff because I'm never going to build a mock.
That's what I keep saying. Everyone was sitting there, and Victor was picking on me, and Victor was like, "Why don't you do one for us?" He was like, "Just build a mock," and he was like, "But do something that no one else is doing." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, build the vault, like an inside of a vault." And I'm like, "Sweet, you want me to build the inside of a vault after I've spent all this money on all parts for a wasteland? Great idea."
He's telling you need to buy more stuff.
Yeah.
That's a sales pitch, Richard.
No, I have everything for the inside of a vault.
So build a vault 10 years from now when you got your schedule cleared.
I was about to say, AK wants me to build another castle with him, and we were talking about doing a dwarf castle. So I got to talking to Victor about making dwarf pieces, like huge beards and huge, like different printed torsos and stuff like that.
I'd buy those.
That's
Right
a lot
now-
of money.
Right now, we're nailing that down. He doesn't. The hardest thing he thinks is going to be is the beards. He's trying to do something to work one of them out now to see if it'll work, and then if it works, build off of that one.
We talking
and I
like
know-
braided beards?
There's one that I sent him that's a massive beard, but it is braided, but it's all in one. There's one that's two, but instead of going straight down like the Lego, they kind of curve off. The only problem with them is when you use those, you're not going to be able to do anything with armor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the old OG, the OG dwarf helmets, they do conform around the beards.
Yes, but not the armor plates on like shoulders or the torso pieces.
Yeah,
But
that's
I would
true.
sacrifice all of that. I would sacrifice it all for beards.
Hell yeah.
Amanda says Straight Track was on our list too. Trevor said you need help, and Hoarder said I'm convinced Richard runs a drug cartel. He has everything.
Those
Like
were
four,
I can't
really
confirm.
4 choices.
That's
The,
fun.
We
the
don't
4
run 'em, we
choices I
manage.
make are very. It's weird because I got some friends that make some stuff, and then the people are like, yeah, but they give you like somewhat of a discount, but it doesn't matter because it's not like I'm only buying a couple to get a discount. I'm buying more than I normally would anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's like the people that go to Costco. They're thinking like they're saving money, but they're actually buying so much more than they actually need.
Me and Caden went through the exact same thing. We had a chance to buy some minifigs, and we were like at a discount. We were like, oh, we're gonna do this, and we did it. And people were like, dang, you got like 5 or 6, and we were like, no, we got like 30.
Yeah.
When did I do that?
You did it the same time I did it. Did you? How many Terawatt did you get?
On the books or off the books?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We bought. We didn't.
On the books, I think it was like 9. Off the books, it was like 45.
Okay,
Things I
I've
never
got-
thought I'd hear in a Lego chat off the books.
Yeah, off
I've got
the books.
30 sitting here.
Yeah.
Not Terawatt, but
You still got the C-47?
yeah,
I got you this weekend.
it's in a. I mean, it's bagged up. I'll have to wait till the stream ends, and I'll like explain what you're gonna have to do on the
Okay.
other end of it.
That's fine. Besides unpacking the other half of the Yamato.
No, that George's job's to get that to you, not me. My job is to get the other half to George.
And then George has to ship them to me. So he's got to keep uncovering minifigs and random Star Wars sets from.
So we're gonna go from North Carolina all the way to Kansas.
Yeah,
just to
go back to Maryland. Yep,
We're giving
Keeping
the
the
models of
postal
voyages
service
that
at
were
work.
made.
so
Wow.
That. Boy,
All right, I got another question for all of you to keep us on the rails. Since Rich needs rails, let's keep it on the rails. All right, I don't care who goes first, but what is each one of you? What is your holy grail for Lego? What is the one thing that you don't have that you're still looking for? What's your holy grail?
That I don't have.
Yep. What are you still looking for, Rich?
That's a trick question because there's something that I want that I have. I just don't have in my possession yet, but I own it.
I don't understand that.
that
I,
make it
I,
make sense.
I have made everything I need to make to get it, but we're not shipping it because of what shipping would cost. I bought the giant chess set.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
That was mine because I already my first was the Ghostbusters Firehouse, but I already have it.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I really, really want that I
You will say you got it without stealing it from me too.
What? Oh yeah, the Firehouse. Yeah, me and Gene about had he about lost it piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
Told you I knew I had some long ones.
All right, who's next? George, what's your holy grail?
It sounds really silly, but I don't know. 15 years ago, maybe they had a Power Functions Lego Technic pulling tractor.
Okay.
I wish I would have bought it. Never did. It's not a must-have, but it would be awesome to have because I love pulling tractors.
Have you seen it in the wild? Are you able to get it?
I have never seen one in person,
Okay.
and I dare not look on Bricklink to see how much it costs.
I'll keep my eye out for you, George.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
All right, Gene, how about
Thanks,
you?
Gene.
I don't know. I've been pretty lucky. Every time I find one that I really want, Tori finds it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got all of the Simpsons, which were some I wanted. I guess some more of the Lone Ranger sets.
Oh wow. Okay.
Be good.
All right.
The one thing that I want right now that I do not have isn't that it's hard to obtain. It's just that I haven't obtained it, and that's the Venator.
Venator.
You know, I got one of those sitting right here.
Wow.
You got the Imperial Star Destroyer?
Nope.
I've got it sitting right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Superstar Destroyer this fall though.
You got the Falcon?
Nope, not yet. I'm good at this year too.
Okay.
I got
All
one
right.
sitting right there.
I was saying I got one right there.
Caden, what's your holy grail?
I don't know. I didn't really get like back into sets until pretty recently. I don't know. I mean, if there's a set that I wish I bought when it was out, it was definitely the Lone Ranger like battle pack. Because those figures now are so expensive, and I want so many of that torso for stuff.
The Lone Ranger sets. Wow.
But there's definitely some like classic Star Wars stuff too that I wouldn't mind having.
I never got any of the Lone Ranger sets, but I have bought quite a few of the minifigs.
Yeah, dude. If I was in my current like financial capacity when those sets came out, I would have 500 of those Union soldier torsos, bro.
That would have been bad.
All right. Are you guys ready for my holy grail?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Now, I'm listening to yours, and I'm almost embarrassed to tell you what I'm looking for. One minifigure made by Citizens Brick.
Oh boy.
One figure. It's that Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. That's all I'm looking for out there right now.
That's
The
a
one
good
that came in the Gabagool spec.
Yes.
You only want that one?
That's the
Richard
only
Hampton.
one. That's the only. I mean, look at this sticker I have. Look at this sticker. You read this sticker. Everything I own is about that guy.
Richard has one.
I
Oh.
bet Richard has one.
I mean, we even found a Mr. Gold in the wild. I don't need that. I need Paulie Walnuts. That's what I need.
Which one is it in the set? Because
He's got the gray hair with the white on the sides. He's my favorite character of Sopranos. I've been trying for years to find that thing. I even went up to Citizens Brick and they're like, "Yeah, good luck. They're out there, but good luck finding one."
Yeah, that sounds like Joe.
It's just impossible. I went on eBay. I put a bunch of bids in. I never can get it.
the
Just
one that
can't-
actually but it's not the one that comes with the pack.
I think he's in the Gabagool.
Yeah, it does.
He's
So,
in
yeah,
the Gabagool set.
I have one.
You do?
I have the set.
Oh
So-
man, I'm gonna have to wash his van for a month. Holy shit!
A month.
A year.
I was going to say,
Minimum.
so I will make you a deal, but I promise you it's not a deal you want. There is a Citizen Brick fig that I want. How much is when the Gabagool goes up? How much is it?
I mean, it's got to be in the hundreds. It's got to be in the hundreds.
I want the Citizen Brick Leatherface. The problem is it's like $400.
Leatherface.
You talking about Hannibal Lecter?
No, they made a Leatherface that has like a canvas smock on. I have.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So the only thing that made me stop looking for it is, let me grab this real quick.
I think I got a Citizen Brick from New York Comic Con somewhere. I forget which one I have.
This is why I don't get into Citizen Brick.
Yeah, I know.
This whole box right here is loose Citizen Brick figs.
I think
Yeah.
to this day, the only CB figs I still have are the Airborne they did in 2018.
I have a Rambo.
Think,
and a
Richard,
couple
if only you had something you could put up their legs so you could mount them on a plate.
No, because I wouldn't take these out of the packs.
Yeah, they look nice in their little
You are correct.
Clamshells.
in the clamshells. Yes, thank you.
See, like here's a whole box of Citizen Brick that's unopened.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I've never opened any of my Citizen Brick, except for wasn't he the one that did the lowrider?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I bought that and put it together.
Yeah, I bought and used the Airborne, and I still use the Airborne.
But I think
So
everything else.
this right here is the only reason that I stopped. This is like turned into a show and tell, but the only reason I stopped looking for the one by Citizen Brick is because I made a simple joke to
You got
Victor
canceled for it.
that I wanted a Leatherface fig.
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't know if it's going to focus.
It's not.
It-
No, I could see him.
Oh, there you go. Sort of.
I could see him. That's pretty sweet.
that's an awesome chainsaw.
Yeah. I've got a shit ton if you want them.
Chainsaws?
Yeah.
We'll talk.
I've got them in I got them in different colors like D-Wall. I've got them in Ryobi. I've got them in, I've got yellow and black. And I even have the ones that go in the hand for Ash.
I still
Oh,
wish I
nice.
would have gotten the. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Super Soaker.
Oh, this thing?
Super Soaker.
Yeah,
What color do you want?
that one right there. Or do you have an orange one?
I don't think I have another one of those, but see, that's the thing. Y'all are like, have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
Oh, the Halo. Yeah,
Oh, the Halo guy. Yeah. Master Chief.
Actually, I might have one of those somewhere around. I have so much stuff from years ago that has gotten mixed in with my actual collection.
Like when it comes to Citizen Brick, I bought. I've got the Reservoir Dog set, but I bought the individuals also,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't feel so bad about opening those. I've got a lot of ridiculous shit. I spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
I got a crap ton of Brickmania accessories if you want to buy them.
Brickmania. How about what do you guys think of the Breaking Bad customs that they made?
I've
I
never
have-
watched the show, but they look cool.
I have
Yeah.
a couple from Citizen Brick, and I have one from somebody else, and then I have 3 or 4 different Eisenbergs from Brick Tactical. The Brick Tactical ones are cool looking, but they are definitely not as detailed as the other ones.
Did you ever get the one, the Gus framed with the blown out head in the back?
No,
Yeah, I got that one. And I got Salamanca in the wheelchair, and
my
I
goal
got-
last year for Citizen Brick was to buy. I think I have 12 different. I have every color tracksuit, I believe.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hoarder said the only custom stuff I have is a few lightsaber hilts and some stuff from my dispensary, the ACOB and the ACOB sets that they put out. You guys got me want to go shopping.
Honestly, the only custom stuff I care about anymore is Brickwork.
I don't want to even do me. So I want to show y'all something. We all are sitting there and talk about like I have like cartel money.
We know you have cartel money. Sit back down.
Look at this. This is
You know-
absolutely ridiculous.
You know, Richard's got a little bell on the side of his chair there. And he rings
This
his little
isn't
bell.
even including the ones like with all the flamethrowers and everything else.
Yep.
Do you have any idea how much money is in this case?
Yeah, because I have every single one of those figures also.
What's that about? $28, $30 a piece, up to 40
I think
something.
the average is like 30, 32.
I think the
Yeah.
average came to be like 32, yeah.
Well, I don't buy very often, but when they post ones that look like me or have pliers on their side, they do that on purpose.
The one, the newest Raider, I was like, that's just George.
Yep. Sons of bitches. God love them.
Yeah.
The new Hunter they came out with could technically you too, just with a cover over your face.
Yeah. I did not buy the PMC from this last drop. Of course, I also didn't get the email because it was in my junk folder till like yesterday. So
Bubba
I missed
Brick says he's about to sell all of his customs.
Yeah,
Y'all
Bubba's got some good ones. Bubba made me a where is it? Is it right here? Check this out. Bubba made me this one. Bubba knows I like C3PO, so Bubba made me that.
That's awesome.
I don't know if there you go. Now you can see it.
C3PO with a Mando helmet.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
And Bubba gave me a Destro from G.I. Joe. Pretty cool.
Do y'all
He got
I
some
wish
good customs,
Lego would do
Bubba.
G.I. Joe.
it's too close to Army? Y'all want to go over some mocks?
Let's do it.
Caden, there's no like I guess room for you to lash out this week.
That's
But
fine.
so Pete, one of the things we do on here is we show some mocks, but before that, I always show some Lego leaks. The Lego leaks that I get are always from what I think is the worst to the best of the week.
Mhm.
This one, the only reason I put this as the worst is it's an advent calendar. I think the advent calendars lost their hype a couple years ago, and I don't think they've came back from it yet. The fact that this one's getting, it says figs included Ghost Rider, Christmas Wolverine, Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, and Captain America. I don't see it being anything. I don't know. It's not for me.
It depends what the Ghost Rider looks like.
Well, they just released him, so it's going to be the same as in that other set.
Never mind.
Well, I tell you right now, every time I'm in a Lego store or Bricks and minifigures, there's always a customer coming in asking for Doctor Doom. So if the Doom is good, maybe that might save that set.
Not if it has a Christmas sweater on it, though.
It works for me.
Next, we got the leak of a Ninjago car. This one, I'm assuming they're going to come out with one for like every ninja. But It doesn't do it for me either. This is another one.
Would they run out of F1 cars to make?
I guess. Well, this is the. I mean, this and F1 are in a competition. How many X-wings can we get?
I'm not gonna
More than
lie,
I
I might
thought.
pick this one up.
Of course you will.
It's not a smart play set, which means I'm allowed to get it.
True.
But it doesn't look terrible. I kind of like it.
It's interesting technique the way it's built right here because that's a first.
Yeah, I also like the nose. I think the figures are pretty cool. I mean, new pilot helmets I'll always take.
Yeah.
But I also really like the white and the blue for like the New Republic X-Wings.
It looks a lot better than the black and orange we got.
It looks a lot better than the Smart Play one.
Well, we'll let you be the judge of that when you buy it. Next up, we got an F1 car.
Another McLaren.
Wow.
Who'd have thought?
Awesome.
But I do think this is better than the rest only because of the look. I think there's a lot of people that'll buy this. Is it different from all the other ones? No. Is it going to be heavily stickered? Yes. Next up, we have this. I'm beginning to be.
Is that the big size McLaren?
Yeah.
Why are they doing a third one?
Well, it says it's 1,675 pieces on here.
Oh my God.
But that's
pretty good
with
size.
Technic panels and everything else. That's going to be a big one.
But isn't that the third McLaren?
Yep.
Well, look how many Ferraris we got in the early 2000s.
I could definitely use those rims on my board game for sure.
It almost looks like Simon Says.
Yeah.
But
That was
next
a game we used to play, Caden.
Huh?
I guarantee you he doesn't know what Simon Says.
I know he doesn't.
I know
No.
what Simon Says is.
What is it?
It's a game.
With what?
I mean, it used to be, well, it used to just be verbal.
No.
No.
It started.
It's like the 4-color thing, and you do the, yeah, I know what Simon Says is.
Sorry, Caden. I had to get a poke in.
Sorry.
What do you think about this, Caden? Since you're the only like true Star Wars person in the stream.
So I'm not a huge fan of Brickheads. The only thing that this makes me excited for, the fact that they're doing the Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper, and they have the like reference image of it on the side of the box, makes me optimistic that in a future wave, because you know they're gonna milk this movie as long as they can, that we actually get a minifig of it. And see what they do.
Do you think that we'll get another molded Tauntaun?
I hope so. I don't see. Honestly, I don't know if we'll get another one. I think they'll just reuse the existing mold. Realistic is what I think they're gonna do, because there's really no reason for them to make a whole new mold. When
The first one was pretty clean.
the first one was pretty clean, and like honestly, I think realistically, if they took the old mold and just updated the printing, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Deadpool said a minifig of it was leaked already. He believes.
Of the Snowtrooper?
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't seen anything yet, but
The only thing that I don't like about, I like about this is I started when they did the other like Brickheads where it was the Star Wars sets that was called Allies and Villains.
yeah.
That's the only reason I kind of want this one is just to keep in with the others.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
We're getting the Peanut set finally.
I love Snoopy.
That's cute.
I think this is going to be the number one like hot seller out of what I've got listed here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think so too.
My mom
doing
doesn't
so
even
good not
have
buying
like any
anything.
care to do anything with Lego, and she wants this.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
that's
And
Oh, Richard's gonna make all kinds of foliage with that.
shit. I didn't even see that. Well, I know what's going on my list next year.
Oh boy.
do you know how good that would look, like placed in a couple different orientations of like just the field?
Or like even on you split them up on jumpers too, so you get the half plate offset.
Oh.
I do have about 5,000 green jumpers, so I'm
Put
ready.
a couple
Wow.
that are like put some places that are missed laid down. That way you can show tracks through minifig walking.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
honestly, give me that in dark green. I
Dark
think
green is
that's-
such a better color than any other green.
Is that in like the brighter green? It has
Yeah, that looks like that bright
Yeah.
green.
yeah. So give it to me in regular green or dark green, and then I'll be happy.
Zoom in on his ear, Richard.
Oh,
it-
okay.
I thought it was the new
Cement mixer.
cement mixer.
It
piece.
is.
It's not.
It's
just
not?
No,
now it's black wedges and
It's
yeah.
the
Wow.
black wedge, black curved wedge tiles.
The
Curve
way they
fit.
did the ear is similar to the way they did the one on the Dalmatian.
I'm pretty excited.
And
Woodstock. Hey,
one more zoom. Let's see Woodstock. One more zoom.
yeah,
Is he a
see what's
one
on
piece?
Woodstock's head.
One piece.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
that same grass piece in yellow.
Same
In
grass
yellow.
piece,
Man.
different color.
Oh, that's awesome.
Interesting.
I may have to buy 2 of those.
Is that Hot Wheels?
It's another Hot Wheels. So Lego does not do vehicles right, in my opinion. And Hot Wheels, well, Mattel does this thing now called the Brick Shop where they make vehicles. That is badass, and I will more than likely be on the lookout for it.
I like those. Oh, yeah.
Heard about that.
Yeah.
The only
I'm
thing I
not
hate
missing
about
that
this
one.
is the scale of it.
No, I also hate that it's the wrong color. They're doing it out of medium azure rather than doing it with the real Maersk blue.
NG.
Well,
Got to be the Mazaric blue, man.
in that case, I don't want it.
Let me tell you, boys, I found a whole pile of Mazaric blue in the BAM bulk bin, and nobody knew what it was. And they're like, "Why are you grabbing those?" I'm like, "Well, because I know what they are."
They're
I
worth
put
a
all that stuff on
lot
my
of money.
Brick link, and I was selling bricks for $7-8 a piece.
Yeah.
Crazy. I actually have a Mazaric train in my marketplace for Whatnot right now because I found a second one. So I'm like, I could let one go now, but that blue there's nothing like it.
And now to the mocks. So I only brought like 3 mocks this week. This one was really, I found it. Guy in one of my lugs built this. I think this is very clean.
Ooh, I like that.
It's on the smaller side, but it is very clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good doorway.
There's a bunch of up close pictures too. I really like this idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
So this is the tile piece. It's got a 1x1 with 4 studs on the side, or studs on all 4 sides. And then the bottom piece, it's just held in by a rod. These are just kind of sitting there because it's not on a stud.
Interesting.
And then the door idea was kind of cool. I wish they would have made it a little more, done something a little different. But I do like the door.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen for the computer is turned sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is from the Jabba sail barge, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, the down droid. That's good.
These right here are my next purchase. I got to hit up some Bricklink store. I got to find one that has a ton of these.
In that color?
I've got black and the, what is it called? The pearl dark gray.
Dark gray, dark gray metallic.
on the inside of the build, but I want a bunch of light bluish gray, and I want some red and some yellow also to show some other kind of pipes.
I emptied out a couple Bricklink stores for the Burke on those for piping. Have fun.
Yeah, Rich, I might be able to help you out, my friend. Because I make candy canes.
I need about 100 red.
Oh boy. All right. I'll get started. I'll get right on that.
Because so the ones that I've built so far, well, I'll show you. I have pictures of it in here. The only thing I don't really know if I like about this or not is I don't know if I like this radar dish.
Can you zoom in a little more, please?
It's simple.
Is it a radar dish or is it a cannon?
Okay.
A what?
Looks like a
Is it a radar dish or a cannon? Because from the other side of it, it looked like it had a handle on it.
I don't know because, I mean, that to me looks like a radar dish. Because there's
It
no
could
way
be
to get
shields
on the
on the
roof.
side of a cannon.
Yeah.
Do what?
It could be the shielding on the side of a cannon, kind of like the shielding on an artillery piece.
But the antenna kind of gives it away.
Well, the antenna's on the back side, mounted to the. Yeah, that's a can. No, maybe not.
So is that the 1-to-1 brick round tube that you want, 90 degree? That?
Yeah.
I got 40 light blue grays and 27 reds.
There you go.
How many straight pieces? Well, I'll take those and the straight pieces.
Zoom
I
in on
don't
the
need
straight.
any that are half size. I need the full size.
Yeah, you got the full. I probably got about 10 of those
So with
in that
with
color.
slot. Hold on.
It doesn't have to have a slot, but that seems to be the only way I can
The
find it.
ones without a slot are expensive as crap.
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah,
And
but you
like
just
that.
put the slot on the inside of the wall. You'd never see it.
Yeah.
Right.
And use the black Technic pins. You can actually keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll tell you how many of those we got. We usually have a buttload of those.
Next up, Trick Bricks.
Ah, man, I'm not even showing my mocks tonight.
Is this one you brought?
That's the first one. Damn
You
it.
guys don't follow different people.
Richard, we're down to 18 light blue grays on that slotted one, but we got 75 reds.
I'll take 50 reds and then all the light bluish gray.
Nice.
Don't be that guy that leaves 25. Buy them all.
I'll keep them all.
I mean, at least he's leaving 25 and not like 3.
I'll come in for the other 25. Finish up my can.
If Kada needs 5 of something and they got 6, he's only buying 5.
Depends on who the seller is.
I thought this right here was an excellent job. Like this is amazing.
That could have been a Johnny Thunder set.
It could have.
Wow, that's pretty nice. I'm so happy that Lego is finally making some good foliage pieces for us.
Yeah, they're just making them all in the wrong greens first.
They'll get there. They'll get the dark green. Look, that's got dark green in it.
It does. All the new foliage pieces that came out this year are in like the lime green, the bright green. It's like I need good
Or
color.
translucent purple.
Yeah, or
Or an
the
odd color.
Well, that's good if Caden's making Felucia. He could use those.
that's true. I do have 2 327 Starcore battle packs down here somewhere.
There you go.
I mean this.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Richard probably has 30.
No, I
Richard
don't. I
only has one.
don't. Those bitches are $50 a piece.
Yeah, I was like this. I only bought one. The other one I got from support. I was like, "Ain't no way in hell I'm buying a second one of these."
The only reason I had 50 of the other battle packs is because they went on sale for like $14 a piece.
Yep, I think I have 19 or 20 of those.
Wow.
But I thought this right here was absolutely flawless. I really like this. I wish that they would come back out with a Johnny Thunder idea or theme or redo him or whatever.
Is that a Lego machete?
Right here?
Yeah.
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 Damn. When did they do that piece?
They've had it for a while.
1987.
No shot.
Yeah, it's been around. I got a couple if you need.
I just didn't know they made a machete. No, actually, I guess they did because it wasn't that in the. They used that for one of the weapons in the Praetorian Guard set from Last Jedi.
He was also in one of the weapons for one of the Kylo Ren guys.
Yeah, this is the Praetorian Guard set from The Last Jedi. It's almost like I just said that.
I was about the Knights of the Knights of Ren has one too.
Yeah, I never picked up their ship or whatever it was.
Yeah,
that set was so bad.
Connor said that Johnny Thunder was in Lego City Jungle theme. Yeah,
Be perfect.
I was more surprised of this whole thing right here being Pearl Gray, the spear. And from far back, the shield looks like a what is it called? What's the damn casino game?
Oh, roulette?
Yeah, a roulette wheel.
Yeah, I guess so.
But this is where I'm at. So this is what I've got. This is mine.
That looks terrible. You should rebuild it.
I know I should. But it's got lights.
Ooh. They're going to love you on Friday night.
Right now, I'm building the second part of this wall, and me and Papa Trip have been talking about how to do the door. So I've stopped until I can get the door designed.
Are you going to put lights in it?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Is Papa still helping you with this?
Somewhat.
Planning?
I'm bouncing ideas off him more than anything. I got to figure out what to do for a railing here, and I got to figure out what to do with the side of this. Because as you can see, it does not lay flat because there's not really anything attached up front.
Mm.
I got to find some type of way.
Stiffen that up a little.
Yeah. If I can't do anything, I'm just going to run a 2x plate all the way down it.
I like the cross beams underneath. Nice. Those support beams there. Those are nice.
And then all of this is that tubing.
Yeah.
Is that yellow flex tube or
Yeah.
aftermarket flex tube?
Aftermarket.
That looks good.
Yeah, it looks real good.
I like
wanted
the
to do it
elevator.
kind of all over for power cables.
Yeah.
Rich, can you zoom in on the door?
Is that the projectile shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
the stud shooter turns sideways. Or the
I have so many of those.
That's a badass door. That's nice.
and then I just turned the calculator sideways to do the keypads.
Yeah. It's great.
It's coming along.
Looking good.
I just remember.
Well, George, do you want to show what I already brought?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
I got one ready when you guys are ready to give me the green light.
I guess we should like start somewhat bouncing off of each other.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, Brix.
Whoa,
That's really cool.
That's awesome. Is that a Lego machete?
Yeah.
When did
So
that hit?
best
Yeah, when did that
design. I don't know. Man, I'm drawing a blank on the TV show now.
Oh, the Munsters?
No, Full Custom Garage.
Oh,
Ian,
gotcha.
That thing looks sick.
yeah, some guy named Johnny Jalopy drew this. Ian created an actual vehicle, and then this Vespa's design built it in Lego.
Love it.
So I don't know if this is actual Lego built or brick built, or if it's a render. I'm gonna go with it's a render because all
It's got to be a render with that shadow.
It's also definitely a render because half those pieces are made after like 2016.
Yeah.
And they're in chrome. So
either way, it's gorgeous.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
It reminds me of a Rat Fink and I'm drawing a blank. But the old classic cartoon hot rods.
Ed Roth.
Ed Roth, thank you. But I mean, it's a VW bus chopped down and turned into a rat rod. It's cool as hell. I wish Lego would do crazy things like this. Showed this last week. Finally got the finished build.
It needs to be bigger.
I guarantee this thing's like 30 inches tall. It is beautiful. This is how Optimus Prime should have been made by Lego.
It's like Voltron 2.0.
Yes.
Is that the UCS version?
This is amazing. Well, this is going to be short and sweet because Richard stole my stuff. Ralph Sabelsberg, or Mad Physicist.
I love Ralph.
Another one of his civilian builds. He builds some really cool trucks. But this is Rawcliffe. It's a heavy transport company. I'm assuming they're in the Netherlands.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
This forklift, I may be trying to recreate something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Way better than the Lego forklifts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
How do you load the forklift once the truck's already loaded?
It's a good question. My forklift license expired, so I can't answer that question without legal representation. But yeah, there's a nice little breakdown. And I'm assuming that's that new 1x1 round.
Yeah, the clip
with the clip on the back.
Yep.
So that's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, I'm done. Your turn, Pete.
All right. Well,
George,
this is one of mine. I didn't know what you guys were doing, but I'll show you what I got on the ground here. So this is my custom graveyard, and I built this a long time ago. I'm big time into Halloween, decorate the house. So I built this little mock. Again, it's a pretty primitive tree, but it's a graveyard. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And I think I stole the Harry Potter idea here with the skeleton. That's from the old Harry Potter set where the skeleton comes out of the grave. That's there. And there's a couple of money figs down there. I know she's got some value to her, but. And then I found these in a. I know these aren't Lego; these are like Mega Blocks, but they were just too good to not put on the mock in the front. These gargoyles. But that's it. That's my mock. That's my mock for you guys. My haunted cemetery there.
I like the tree.
Yeah, I mean it's cute, but I don't know. You just don't get the right foliage with these pieces. Just doesn't quite fill it in like you want it to, and that still to this day I love those tiles, those the 2x2 tiles with the skeletons on it.
I honestly think I've never seen one of those.
Really? It comes from one of the Harry Potter sets.
The Harry Potter sets have the best stickers and printed pieces.
Yeah, they really do. They really do. But yeah, I mean, I kind of went out of bounds with these gargoyles, but they were just too good to throw away, so I put them on there. And yeah, that's my little mock. That's it. That, and of course, the Dungeon Labyrinth game. My mock number 2 is my OG, my Balrog, which you guys have seen, and of course my Star Wars Dungeon Labyrinth game, which will be played this Sunday night. So that's it. That's it for my mocks, boys. But thank you for letting me show them off.
Oh, no problem, man. Definitely. Makar said the Mega Bloks Mega Bloks Dragon is unreal, and I will fight all haters. Tron said, "Don't get me wrong, I love the Mega Bloks Dragon stuff, but I'm trying to recreate stuff using only Lego parts."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Lego's got some pretty cool dragons. Those molded dragons they had in the Fantasy Castle sets were pretty top tier.
Oh yeah.
You like Imagine Dragons, Richard?
I already know what you're gonna say, kid.
Oh boy.
I guess you learned that with when you went to school today. Is that the new joke?
When I
Going
went to school
Oh.
today. No, when I went to school like 5 years ago.
He was late getting off the school bus today.
Yeah. Middle school keep you back a little.
Middle school.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Connor said I used to have Mega Bloks dragons. Makar said I do not mix Mega and Lego almost never anyway.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
I don't
boy.
remember Mega Bloks Dragons.
They were Game of Thrones sets. Well,
Oh, that's
some of
why.
them.
Yeah.
They
Mega
all
Bloks
have
had
a lot
some
of
really
Mega
good
Bloks.
ideas. They just were always known as the fake company.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the longest time, they were the only way to get some military stuff and like the really cool sports cars.
Halo.
Yeah, I remember buying the GT40 Ford at AutoZone at the parts store.
Hell
So,
yeah. I
I
just
have a-
randomly found 2 chrome lightsaber hilts.
oh, nice. I have a huge tote somewhere that's packed full of old Mega Bloks sets, like I can't remember. It may have been a Ford Focus rally car or something like that with a full roll cage. I mean, they were cheap and entertaining for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Z Deadpool said you can just snap the plastic with your hands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
do
gonna,
do that
not
every
gonna
now and
argue
again.
that.
Find a random Mega Block.
Trevor said he still has the GT40.
I have pieces of it. It was not structurally sound.
He also has pieces of the Yamato, so
Yes.
The Yamato was structurally sound though. It actually it didn't come apart that easy. I think what I should do is send George another set or another like package, but put all the pieces in like random like 10 bags, but then package it with like balled up like sections of the instruction booklet.
Dude, I saw somebody for Christmas instead of they wrapped like the front flat of the box and then wrapped every single piece individually.
That's severe hatred for
And I'd be
somebody.
like, as funny as that is, if someone did that to me, I would want to hurt that person.
Yes. I don't know if I would have the patience to wrap each individual piece.
Right. Like, honestly, kudos to you for doing it, but also you are now on my death list.
You are evil.
Yeah.
Very, very evil.
I get Haley to help me. We can have that done, no problem. Like just
Wrap every piece of the Yamato and then use that as packing.
Hey, I have not done anything to piss off Haley, so I can't see her doing that.
you don't know.
On the
Haley.
contrary, I have, so I guess.
Yeah, we're still waiting on cookies.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, I know the secret to make Haley happy. You just need to bring her little plastic Lego animals. She likes
Or feed
those.
her cookies.
Or cookies.
Yeah, or feed her cookies.
Yeah.
she
her
loves
cookies
she
that
loves her Lego animals.
you feed her cookies that you promise to bring and then don't.
I mean, she didn't even come to Atlanta because of Caden.
Shit happens. That's not the only reason she didn't come.
But like, here's a serious question. You guys go out in the wild, you find bulk, you pick up like bags of bulk, you go to like Rich, you don't do that?
Nope.
Well, out by me, there's thrift stores. I go and I pick up a bag of bulk. I'll pick up like a $10 bag of Lego, and it's like a treasure hoard. But you'll find somebody else's toys in there, and you'll find minifigures with like nail polish on it, or
Oh, yeah.
people paint them. And there was a point in time where I thought I could actually recover these things and like clean them with alcohol. I was actually boiling them in water at one point to get clay out of them. And you guys, have you ever boiled Lego before? You guys know what it does? It like changes the color of them and like it expands them, and it just so like the point to my story is if you pick up Lego and it's fucked up, just leave it alone. Just get rid of it because it's not worth your time to try to
Yeah.
save it.
I
Pete,
am one
just-
of the few believers. Gene will tell you that I will, like, when people go to Bricks and Minifigs and they spend all that time digging through like sets or digging through the bins. To me, that is absolutely pointless. I am not going to find anything in there worth me doing that.
I gotta tell you, Rich. In my Bricks and Minifigs up here, I found so many. Like I told you last night, I find Rancor fingers. I find
But here's
like
the difference: you're a Bricklink seller.
yeah, but
To me, that stuff means nothing.
I got you. I got you. But I mean, it's amazing, like the little tiny little pieces that are in there that people just don't realize. You know, like the little. You ever see that round cylinder, the 1x1 with the heart on it? It's got a heart on it. It's like a dark red cylinder with a heart on it. Like that thing is money. I mean, things like that, no one would ever even think to grab. But I think I sold it for $14. It was a 1x1 little cylinder with a heart on it. I sold it
Damn.
for $14. It was just sitting in that bulk bin.
That's
Oh.
part of Gene's responsibility is to find me pieces like that.
I think that's the part that came in
Trying to
the.
put things in perspective. You were talking about the $10 bag of Legos that you go through. We've got over 900 pounds of Lego in the garage waiting to be gone through.
God bless.
We buy it 100 pounds at a time.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. But do you have somebody that sorts it for you?
Yeah, my wife and
Yeah. Yeah. But she's at the point, she's at the stage of the game where she knows what things are in there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need somebody who knows because
She has a whole pile full of stuff that just Gene has to look at.
oh, the questionable items. I got you.
No, the cool stuff.
Well, you know, I used to pull these bags open on a dining room table, sit with my kids, and everybody would dig through it, and they would put stuff on the side. They go, "Daddy, should we keep this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we definitely need to keep that," or "Nah, throw that in the garbage." But yeah, I mean, some of those finds. I mean, I literally found guys. I'm not even joking. You could ask Z Rob on the chat there. We found a Cloud City Boba Fett sitting on a plate in a thrift store, and we bought it for $6.
Man.
And the kids had the books back in the day where it used to show the pictures, and it would get. I think in the book it said it was worth $120. So my daughter was like, "We gotta find that one." And when we saw it on the plate, and I saw the side print, I'm like, "Oh boy!" And they started getting excited. I'm like, "Guys, never show your hand." And we grabbed it. We walked out of the store, and man, it's Cloud City Boba Fett. We got it for $6, just sitting in a thrift store. So, you know, sometimes, but you know what? This is how many years ago? That was like 15, 20 years ago. Like you don't find stuff like that anymore. Everybody's so knowledgeable now to the product, and it's like you can't find that stuff anymore.
It's definitely a saturated market.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And all those people that bought up everything on Whatnot became sellers now because they've got more stuff than they know what to do with. And it's like, well, now what do I do? I've got 10,000 clones. What do I do with them? And it's like now they
Sell 'em
became
to
sellers. But I mean, let me tell you that all the years with my kids collecting this stuff, we have had some fun, man. We found some great stuff, things that we shouldn't have found. Just people just give up on it, and it's like, you know that saying, "One man's garbage is another man's treasure." I mean, you just can't go wrong with this stuff.
it's definitely a fun hobby. I just the way that the thing is I'll never be able to go to our Bricks and Minifigs and buy anything that I'm going to be able to use because I don't need one of a part or two of a part. I need 400 of a part.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. You're a totally different kind of builder, so makes
But
sense.
it is that time. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we end this thing?
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for having me tonight. It was wonderful, very knowledgeable, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys down at Brick Fair, Virginia, or maybe one of the other shows. And I always sit in the corner, and I got my game going. This will This will be my 4th year with the game. Or actually my 3rd year going to the Brick Fair. So I'm looking forward to meeting all you guys, and thank you so much for giving me some support tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice having you on. And
It's good seeing your stuff.
Do
Thank
what?
you. Thank you.
I said it was good seeing his stuff.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it.
Probably needs to go to Instagram, follow his page, and then go to his whatnot and play the game.
Yep, I have everything is Pete Spare Parts. I got an Instagram, I got a whatnot, I got a Brick Link. I'm on all of them, and you know, I'm not making $1 million with this stuff, but I'm having a good old time with the hobby. So that's really what it's all about.
Agreed.
Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the